Today we get into the top 5 must-brings to Merida if you plan to live here or visit for an extended period of time. Also the weather and what I learned about a move here that you absolutely can do. So we have some good information coming up. Stay tuned. Welcome back everybody. Welcome back. I am so happy to have you here. I need to start by giving a big thank you to everybody for following, subscribing, and sharing my videos. It's amazing that I am over 900 subscribers and I am 1,000 subscriber bound. So it's just amazing. I'm so grateful. A big thank you for sharing my content, reviewing my content on other channels. So if you haven't, go back and look at my interviews with Move Aboard and Thrive, and also with Our Black Utopia, which was outstanding. I am so honored to have been on their channels, and I want you to give them a subscribe and take a look at their videos. They have some very interesting information on moving abroad, and Our Black Utopia has pertinent information on financial literacy and residency in Portugal. So I tell you guys, we are everywhere. Yes, we are. Also want to give a shout out for you all thanking me for the voice and that I need to do voiceover work. I have thought about it in the past. And just kind of was like maybe yes or no. So I'm a responsive person, and so I hear you, and I'm going to look into that. I might look into maybe doing like a few kids narration books, so we'll see. Thank you for the inspiration and reciprocating that, because you know I'm big on inspiring you guys. So as I give it, I receive it, and I'm so grateful for that. So let's get into this weather here that's been going on in Merida. We're known for being warm. I know there was a very cold spell that went through the U.S. from the West Coast to the East Coast, North and South. Everybody got hit. Some people got plummeted, pummeled up in, Buffalo, New York, where they got like 4 feet. Crazy. I'm thinking I'm down here escaping all of that. Y'all, child, it got cold in Merida. It lasted for probably about 2 days. However, we got down into the 50s, which doesn't seem really cold, but when you're used to being over 100 degrees. Pardon me that I haven't mentioned to you guys that it does get here. It gets talky, chip, hot. So when you're used to that, and it's funny that it's been almost 6 months and my body has acclimated that I was cold. I didn't have a coat. I had to layer. So my folks in the Midwest and back in the DMV, y'all know what I'm talking about when you got to throw on those layers, baby. So that's what I did. That's how I survived. However, it got very cold in the house, and we don't have central air and heat. So just so you understand how Merida, and particularly, I'm not sure about other parts of Mexico, however, we have units that are on the wall. So they've been installed on the wall, and they constantly blow cold air. So that's why as Merida is known for like high utility or high electric bills, you have to moderate that, the usage of your AC in the summertime. You don't need it that much in the winter. Now I don't have it on in the day. We're right around 80 degrees, right around 80, between 80 and 85, with a high of maybe 90 and a low of 80, the lowest down in the 70s. So always look at the weather, keep up with the weather changes in Merida. I call myself doing that, guys, but guess what? It got cold. So I layered, and it was so funny. I went to the store, to Soriana, which is a favorite store of mine here, and it was 78 degrees, and I wore 3 shirts all the way to the store, outside and home. Yeah, it was cold, and it just shows how much you can acclimate. So for my people who have questions about the heat, if they can stand it, and I'm telling you, you will, your body will acclimate. And then after 2 days, we went right back up to 90. So it was a rooftop New Year's Eve. Child, I've been busy. For all my people who have followed my blog, I appreciate it. If you have not, go to tianiki.com and click blog and follow me there, because I give some insider information and things like this that you just hearing about. But my people on my blog know that it was and that I have been busy. It has been so many parties here. I mean, I've never seen a New Year's like this because, guys, it's warm here, so people are out celebrating. And I went to 2 different soirees, 2 parties on New Year's Eve. We went to one early in the day and then came and got Mama J, and we went to another one that evening, and it lasted well over midnight. So I was out there in the Merida streets, y'all, hard. And this is new, because usually in the States, I am in the bed. Sometimes I have slept through New Year's. I can hear somebody saying, yep, slept clean through it, missed the whole thing. So this was different, and just be inspired that when you come here, there is so much to do, and you can make a choice. Whether you stay home and chill and look at the countdown, or if you go out to Central, where they actually portioned off some of the street and had a concert down there, and fireworks throughout the city. I tell you, when we were on that rooftop, we saw fireworks from all directions. So they celebrate heavily here in Merida. Now, that leads me to the top 5 must-brings, y'all. This falls right in line with it. There is a top 5 list of absolute must-brings when you come to Merida. Number 5, we're going to do a countdown. Number 5, a jacket. Bring a jacket. You don't need a triple fat goose. You don't. You don't need a double fat goose. I saw some locals with the fur around the hood. Yes. Gloves. They have gloves in stores for you to buy. So bring a jacket. If it's just one, or a sweater. Pretty thick. Especially if you intend on being out at night. For my younger viewers, if you hang out, there's a group of young people here. They're very active. They go out at night specifically because nightlife is the right life here in Merida. And they need a jacket. So bring a shawl, a jacket, a sweater. My older viewers definitely bring a jacket or 2. One for day, one for night. So number 4 on the list is plus size clothes, because I'm a plus size child. And I tell you, it's hard to find them plus size clothes. So if you sitting at, I'm going to say 14 and up and 12, I'm going to put you in there. Bring some clothes with you, or just know that you may have to Amazon shop or do some online shopping. And again, Amazon delivers here. If you have not seen it, go back and look at my video about Amazon delivery, my bills, and also receiving mail here in Merida. So, and also for my men, or if you are your husband or your boyfriend, or if you're a man and you're viewing me, thank you for viewing. If you are a stocky guy, a big and tall, fine guy, you want to make sure you get your clothes situation in check. Because remember, these locals, my beautiful Mexican compadres, they are small. They're tiny people. They're little, they're short. And so, of course, in Mexico, the clothes, all of the things here are catered to them. Also, falling into that to number 3, shoes. Shoes. If you have a bigger foot, a larger size foot, which is common with men and women, get your shoe game on check. Bring your shoes with you. Pack you a few pairs. Online shopping for your shoes. You are always, you can look in the local shops and the malls. However, if a woman is sitting in a size 10, a size 9, 10, 11 like that, you may have issues with buying shoes here. However, there is a town that makes shoes. If you go back and look at a video on Move Abroad and Thrive, and I will put the link in the description. He goes to a town that makes shoes, and Cortez got 7 pairs of shoes. So there's a way to get shoes locally made. However, commercial establishments probably won't have your size if you have a larger foot, men and women. Number 2 on the list, seasonings, honey, Lawry's. You will not find a Lawry's. Somebody told me there was a Lawry's here in a local store. I have yet to find it or see it. So bring your seasonings, your Lawry's, or your soul food seasoning blends and brands the brands of your liking. Definitely. Number 2 and number 1 were hard, but I definitely see number 1 won. So number 1 on the list, hair care products. Honey, if you got locks or you need some for your hair, oils, which we do, bring them with you. Yes, bring them with you. And that includes the oils, like there's coconut oil here, of course, but coconut hair oil that you may get from a beauty supply, or that you may even make your own. You would have maybe a difficulty finding all of the ingredients here in Merida. However, there is an oil lady that sells like your avocado oil or your hemp oil, Indian oil. She has an assortment, black oil or black seed oil, pardon me. Do we have an oil lady? We do. But notice I said a oil ladies. Thus, I'll let you know that it's not readily available. You can't just pick it up like you can in the States. At like the beauty supply place even has it. So bring your oils, bring your lotions that you like, even soap. They don't have Ivory here. How Palmolive is big here for some reason. So they have that. And then local brands. So number 1 is hair care products. If you got to bring them your sprays and all of that stuff. My men, bring your Dax or whatever you use for your hair. Bring it. Royal Crown, the oil, bring it. I'm old school. Do they even still sell that? So number 5 is the jacket. Number 4 is your clothes for bigger size people, or plus size. Number 3, shoes. Number 2, seasonings. Lawry sea salt and seasoned salt. They have spices here, but salts are hard. And number 1, hair care products. So the list of these is in the description. And also I will put some information on where to order. We all know Amazon. I will get it here, and I'll put the link on where I ordered my stuff from that arrived successfully in the description. Now, I want to talk to you guys about what I learned this week that you can do. So, first, honey, let me give a shout out for the people who have taken my course. Oh my God! Thank you so much for taking time to invest in you. It lets me know that it was not built in vain, no. And that you all are finding it very valuable, informational, and most of all, healing to get you where you need to go and where you want to go on your journey. Thank you for reaching out to me in consultations. I've talked to many of you, and I'm so thankful that you have taken the time to book it with me. And I am here, and I also ask who's ever listening, looking at this video, don't be scared. Don't be scared. Go ahead and book a consultation. Take the course. Right now, there is a deal on both of them, a package deal where you can get the course and you can get the consultation all in one at a great price. So do that, invest in yourself. And I'm going to go over the 12 modules quickly that are in the course, because what I learned that was really good is in this list, right? So starting in module 1, we have self-worth. 2 is giving your fears a name. 3, what do you want? 4, identifying and targeting your strengths. Number 5, mental management. Number 6, emotional empathy. Number 7, family, sign up or sign off. Number 8, getting honest with yourself. Number 9, commitment to change. Number 10, things, and more things. Number 11, finalizing your decision. And number 12, taking action. So those are the 10 modules. Of those modules, number 10, child. Things, and more things. I learned something this week. So in that module, I talk about my experience and really just having to let go of some things, and talking about the emotional attachment that we have to things, and how it's not really the thing, it's the emotional attachment we have to it, and how to overcome that. However, I met a woman, y'all, who brought all of her beloved things with her. Yes, she did, y'all. Yes, she did. Yes, she did. She packed it up and she moved her life to Merida. I had the wonderful opportunity of visiting her home. And shout out to Auntie Jacquie. I adopted her. She's so sweet. And we're from the same city, so originally. So I went into this woman's house. It looked like she'd been living there about 10 years, y'all. She has decorated and adorned her home with these beautiful portraits of her loved ones, her family, present and past. And it was amazing. It was so comforting, and it feels so homely. It feels warm. Because I often mention about where I live. And although it's comfortable, it's not cozy. And maybe you all can identify with that, right? Her house was comfortable, but it was also cozy. And she had put up all these wonderful pictures and art. And honey, she moved her 65-inch color television, and she brought all of her things. She's sleeping in her bed that she slept in from the States that she's had for many years. So that let me know we got to spin on this thing, y'all. Either way you want to do it. If you need to let go, you can do it both ways. You can let go and go. Yes, you can. Or you can let go and go. You can bring your life with you. I've seen it. It's real. Yes. And so she showed me all of the crates. Oh, it was like 100 crates, if not more. But she packed it not in boxes, but in crates to protect her items. She hired somebody. She caught a plane, and they drove her things here. I tell you, maybe I can get an interview with Auntie Jacquie. If y'all want an interview, put down in the comment section. If y'all want me to see if we can get, if anything, just like this, just say audio of her, telling a little bit of her story, of her journey, because that's quite interesting. We've all been led to believe, and me included, that you have to let go of everything, and you do in some cases. And she did as well. But you know what she let go of, y'all? She let go of her fear of taking her stuff with her and going. She let go of trying to decide what to get rid of. She let go of fighting that battle and said, I'm leaving, and so is everything else. It's leaving with me because it's a part of me. It's a part of my life. Yes, I have an emotional attachment to it, and I think that I will thrive better there by bringing my things. And she didn't have to start over. She didn't have to go. She bought like a couch, but she bought her beautiful dining room set. She had ornaments and stuff she added to her backyard. She did a little shopping here, but she bought her beds and her televisions and her dresser. And she mentioned how where she used to live, when she was trying to look at the TV on the wall, the pole was in the way. But now she's moved somewhere that's so big and beautiful that the pole ain't in the way, y'all. She can see it's clear. She can lay right in the middle of the bed and see the TV right there. She got them all mounted. Honey, she's home. And she hasn't even been here, I don't even think 6 months. I definitely know it hasn't been a year. So, I tell you, be inspired. If you need to bring it, bring it. If you need to scale it down and bring it, bring it. If you need to bring it as is, pack it and bring it. Figure out your finances. Go look at Our Black Utopia. Schedule a consultation to talk to them and ask them, how can I invest now so I can be out of here by 2024? Because, see, I got a lot of emails from y'all. Thank you so much for the emails. Thank you for pushing that button. Go to my website, show me the way, and you can join my email list. And we can have conversations. And people have told me, hey, I'm trying to get out of here by 2024. So start now. It's a brand new year. Happy New Year. It's a brand new year. So start now with your finances. Figure out what you do want to bring, what you don't want to bring. If you want to bring it, how you want to pack it, and who you're going to get to bring it. Research moving companies, anything I can do to help. That's why I want to have the interview with Auntie Jacquie. Maybe she can tell us how she did it. So you guys will know the next route to take, or route to take. Route. So yes, things and more things. Look, it can happen for you. You can have them, Captain. I'm telling you, if you need to come with one suitcase or 10, it doesn't matter. just come or go. Even if it's not Merida, there is a place for you. So to get there, how to get there, I've talked to you all, and you are dealing with your self-worth. You are facing those fears and giving them a name. A lot of times we're scared of stuff and don't even know what it is. You got to give it a name. You're thinking about the things that you really want out of life. And instead of thinking about your weaknesses, which, the U.S. really, really pushes that to keep you as small as a molecule, honey. Think about your strengths. Identify them. Know your worth. Know your strengths. Know what you want. And be compassionate with yourself about mistakes that you've encountered with yourself. We've all made them. And the mistakes that other people have made. Emotional empathy. Have some of it. I definitely always say the U.S. is kind of, in a deficit when it comes to empathizing with another person, putting themselves in their shoes. And family, getting through that, working through the family things. I have talked to a lot of people that let me know how fortunate I am with my mother, because they have an ongoing battle with trying to get their mother to move or even visit. So I hear you, so family learning how to go on and be that example to pull them and usher them towards you, instead of pulling or pushing. Being the example that they say, hey, I want some of that. I want a little bit of that. And then, of course, being honest with yourself and knowing what exactly you can do and what you can't do, what you will do and what you won't do, right? And making a commitment to the change that you need in your life, that you're seeking in your life, location-wise. I'm telling you all, environment is everything. You are definitely a product thereof. I've talked to, and Jacquie, a lot of people who said in the States they had the, we went over the isolation, the anxiety, the depression, and all of these things, and moved here or moved abroad, and all of these things subsided so much that they're using this medication, and also taking therapeutic and natural routes or routes of healing. We talked about that, and we will have Amma on with the retreat and my psilocybin experience. I got so much for you guys. I got so much. And then, also when you get to this place that you went through all of these things and you know what you want and you're being empathetic with yourself as well as others, finalizing yourself, this is what I'm doing. And that's what y'all told me. You said, it's not this year, maybe 2024. Hey, I'm retiring in 3 years. Hey, I'm retiring in 5 years. But I'm going to tell you what, I finalized my decision. I have. And I'm taking action. Whether that be taking my course, any course, or putting things in line to line you up and propel you to the place that you want to be. So it's a beautiful thing. I'm trying to tell you. So if you need to talk to me, because I have had consultations where people are projected out that year, but they don't want to talk about Merida so much because they're not really that close to it. They want to talk about finalizing the decision, or, their family or their worth or what they want. So you can also schedule a consultation to talk to me about these things. That's what the course is all about, right? So I often say, I got a guy over here with a degree in drug counseling, but he got a degree, he good. But I got somebody that was a drug addict, and they've been clean for 20, 25, 30 years. I'm going to be gravitating towards this person that's been through it because they can tell me exactly what to do by experience. And that is indeed what I offer you. So take advantage, man. Take advantage. So great news. Because I'm about to leave you guys with great news before I go. Got the interview with the immigration lawyer, child. Yes, I can barely get it out. Meeting with them this week. We're going to be talking about, now this is an interview, a personal interview for me. I'm getting my permanent residency. And I have not talked about residency on my channel yet. But it is beginning now, because I didn't have anything to report. People would, ask me about it in consultations, and I have informed them that I am starting my journey with that, and I am taking you guys along with me. So, we starting our permanent residency. Yes, we are. And I will take you through each step, everything I learned, the process. I can even give you a contact referral if you're interested in permanent or temporary residency. I will post a link in the description to a video of the individuals that I am meeting with, and also their contact information. They are on WhatsApp. So if you have not downloaded it, please download WhatsApp. And if you need to know what other apps to download prior to your visit or moving here, go back and look at my video on Didi and Rappi and Uber Eats and Uber. It's a lot of them. And the Dollar app for transferring local USD to pesos here and being able to do business. A lot of people pay bills with that. You need a CLABE number, CLABE. That information is also in the description. So, it's a short one this week. I don't like to keep y'all. I like to get right to it. We went through those top 5. Remember to bring your jacket, your plus size clothes, your shoes, your seasonings, Lawry's, etc., and your hair care products. Go and take the course. It helps you to get through those things that are stumbling blocks and roundabouts. But one thing I learned about stumbling, y'all, when you stumble, you always stumble forward. How about that? Ain't that good? So stumble on and stumble forward, and call me, get a consultation, and we'll do a Zoom, and we can sit and look at each other and talk about these things and go through some of these modules if you need to. 45-minute consultation with a 5-day follow-up. So you can contact me anytime you want to, 5 days after the consultation. So in closing, I want to invite you to the next episode of the Heart to Heart. I have received feedback from a lot of you all that you enjoy it. I will definitely keep it going, but we dig deep into mental management and emotional trauma, how to get through it, the tools, the resources that we need to overcome some of those issues, humps, bumps, roundabouts, stagnation, and fears that we all encounter. Because see, fear is fear. We just all experience it in different ways in different times. And what do I say? We all mature and grow at our own rate and date. So, next episode, trauma bonding, dumping, and a new term that my mama came up with, bathing. We have some people trauma bathing, baby. I know some of them. Every time I see them, they just want to talk about the trauma and just lather up in it. And they want you to jump into the jacuzzi with them. And we not doing that. We getting out of that jacuzzi, baby. And we going to get some healing popping off. So, trauma bonding, dumping, and bathing. So, and when you experience these groups and these individuals, finding your tribe amongst the groups. And if you haven't seen my videos, I have a couple on groups. Go back and look at that. I will put the link in the description. But when you're experiencing these groups, I go in finding my tribe. And people come in and out. We have a 50 finer group. We have 70 plus people, and people are in and out. And a lot of people connect with individuals, and they go off and have these subset relationships. And guys, that's what it's about. It's about finding your tribe and the sisterhood, which I'm always going to talk about here in Merida. So we'll get into the sisterhood in another video. That's what it's huge. And I feel for some of you all, it will be even bigger once you get on this side. So then you'll have a contrast like, wow, this is what it really is. Like, wow, life ain't really supposed to be this hard. Wow, life is good. It's not stressful. It's not defeating. It's rewarding and uplifting. And I want you to be that uplifting. So, thank you for joining me today. take the consultation. Get a consultation. Take the course. For those of you that have, thank you, pardon me. And Happy New Year to you and your families. Happy New Year to all 900 of you and the 9 more hundred that's coming. Because we bless the present and the future and the past. Because all that you're doing now, your past self thanks you for it. And all that you are becoming, your future self thanks you for holding on and going through the journey to get there. So, next episode, trauma bonding, dumping, and bathing. And a follow-up on the interview that I'm having with the immigration lawyer. I will have some information to pass on to you guys, okay? So till next time, peace.